Andrew Lost with the Bats. By J. C. Greenburg. Andrew's World. Andrew Double. Andrew is 10 years old, but he's been inventing things since he was 4. Andrew's inventions usually get him into trouble, like the time he invented the aromarama. It was supposed to make homes and offices smell like flowers. Instead, it made everything smell like stinky feet. Andrew's newest invention was supposed to save the world from getting buried in garbage. Instead, it squashed Andrew and his cousin Judy down to beetle size. They got hauled off to a dump, thrown up by a seagull, and carried off by a bat. Judy Double. Judy is Andrew's 13-year-old cousin. She's been snuffled into a dog's nose, pooped out of a whale, and had her pajamas chewed by a tyrannosaurus all because of Andrew. But after today, Judy may look back on those things as the good times. Thud. The handy ultra-digital detective. Thud is a super smart robot and Andrew's best friend. He has helped save Andrew and Judy from the exploding sun, a giant squid, and a monster asteroid. But can he keep them from drowning in bat poop or being munched by weird cave creatures? The Boa constrictor. This giant fake snake is Andrew's newest invention. Boa is sort of short for garbage goes away. The Boa is supposed to keep the world from getting buried in garbage by squashing rotting vegetables, green meat, and dirty paper dishes down to teensy-weensy specks. Unfortunately for Andrew, the Boa doesn't just shrink garbage. In 2 minutes and 1 stinky burp, the Boa can shrink anything and anyone. 1. Going batty. Yeah arg, hollered Andrew Double. He was the size of a beetle and clinging to the back of a bat. The bat zigged and zagged through the night sky. It was searching for its dinner of bugs. The wind stung Andrew's eyes. Every zig and zag made Andrew's stomach slosh. Earth! He thought. I feel like throwing up. Erp! Andrew popped out a garlicky burp. It's the pepperoni pizza from lunch, he thought. He gripped the soft fur of the bat's neck tighter. Knee. The sound suddenly stopped. The bat had scooped the annoying insect into its wide-open mouth. Wowzers, said Andrew. This bat can catch an awfully fast bug. I could barely see it, meep. Bat not use eyes to find bug, said Thud. Bat send out sound. Sound bounce off bug. Like echo. Sound bounce back to bat ears. Thud pointed to his face screen. Bat brain figure out exactly where bug is. Called echolocation. Use echo to find bugs to eat. This bat eat 3,000 bugs every night. Thud continued. Bat can eat as much as bat weigh. Holy moly, said Andrew. That would be like me eating 80 pounds of pizza. Judy was shaking her head. I don't know, Thud. I don't hear the bat making any bug-finding sounds, meep. Bat sound too high for human to hear, said Thud. Like whale sounds are too low for us to hear, said Andrew. Yoop. Yoop. Yoop, said Thud. Suddenly the moon went dark. Andrew looked up. A huge shape with horns and wings was blotting it out. Eek! Great horned owl, squeaked Thud. Great horned owl eat bats. And us, said Judy. 2, space aliens? We'll end up as owl pellets. Judy moaned. Huh, said Andrew. Little balls of hair and bones that owls throw up after dinner, said Judy. It's pretty dark, said Andrew. Maybe the owl won't see us, meep. Owl got great eyes to see at night, said Thud. Can see mouse 2 football fields away. And full moon help owl eyes. We don't have a chance, said Judy. Meep. Bat got one chance, maybe, said Thud. Bat move wings more ways than owl. Bat zigzag fast, fast, fast. Hard for owl to follow. But I don't think the bat sees the owl, said Andrew. Andrew glanced over his shoulder. The owl swooped closer. Its two coal red eyes glowed in its horned head. Thud, said Judy. What's this bat's favorite food, Meep? Moth, squeaked Thud. Andrew, said Judy. Grab the sleeve of my jacket and pull. Andrew helped Judy wriggle out of her jacket. Then she tossed it high into the air. Maybe the bat will think my jacket's a moth, said Judy. If I threw it right, maybe the bat will see the owl. It's our only chance. The bat zoomed up toward the jacket. Suddenly it swerved. It dove through the night in a dizzying twist. I think the bat saw the owl, said Judy. Andrew could barely hang on. They were headed straight toward something big and dark. This bat's about to crash, he thought. The next second, Andrew almost flew off the bat as it jerked to a stop. They had landed on the scaly bark of a tree trunk. The bat folded itself like a paper origami bird. Then it squeezed into a crack in the bark as small as a dime. Gray-o-walk, gray-o-walk. The owl had landed on the tree. It was tearing at the bark with its beak. The bat folded itself even more tightly and squeezed deeper into the crack. Ugh, groaned Judy. Now I'm getting smushed. Better than getting turned into an owl pellet, said Andrew. The beak pulled away, and Andrew heard a soft flapping of wings. Meep. I'll give up, said Thud. Hunt other prey. The bat crept out of the crack. Using a claw in the middle of each wing, it pulled itself up the tree trunk. Meep. Bat wing-like hand with long, long fingers, said Thud. Fingers covered with skin. Claw on bat wing is bat thumb. The bat crept out to a tree branch and hung upside down by its feet. Then it spread its wings and let go. It dipped and swirled through the tangled branches of a forest. How long is this bat gonna stay out? Asked Judy. Meep. Bat stay out till dawn, said Thud. Unless bat is mother bat. Mother bat go back to feed baby bat many times a night. Judy buried her face in the bat's fur and shook her head. I can't hang on to this stupid bat for 8 hours, she moaned. I sure hope this bat's got a kid, Meep. Baby bat called pup, said Thud. I sure do feel yucky, said Andrew. He gave another loud, garlic-flavored burp. Below them, Andrew saw the reflection of the moon. We're flying over water, he thought. Yaw-wah, hollered Judy, looking down. What's that? Floating a few feet above the water was a glowing ball of yellow-green light. As they watched, another ball of light appeared. The glowing balls grew brighter and dimmer, brighter and dimmer. They throbbed like a heartbeat. Suddenly they rose like hot air balloons. Andrew could feel his heart beating faster. Could it be? He wondered. Could it really be space aliens? 3. Keek. Ee. Ack. Looks like ghosts, said Judy. The bat flew close to one of the spooky balls. Insects were swirling around it. I can see right through it, said Andrew. Meep. Swamp lights, said Thud. Sometimes called foxfire. Sometimes called, swamp farts. Andrew laughed. Judy rolled her eyes. Meep. Lots of dead stuff collect under swamp water, said Thud. Bacteria eat dead stuff. Burp up stuff called swamp gas. Swamp gas make big bubble. Bubble pop up to top of water. Swamp gas catch fire. Make light. Swamp gas come from dumps and landfills, too, Thud added. Sometimes humans collect swamp gas. Use to cook. Make heat for house. Andrew watched the bat scoop up mouthfuls of insects. There are so many bugs around the light, said Andrew. Meep. Lots of bugs fly to light, said Thud. Nobody's sure why. Maybe it's 'cause bugs think light is moon. Lots of bugs use moon like map. Help bug fly in right direction. The bat flitted away from the bouncing, flickering lights. Ahead, the sharp peak of a mountain clawed the moonlit sky. The bat was flying straight now. It wasn't hunting. Andrew could see other bats heading in the same direction. I think our bat is going home, said Andrew. Oh, great, said Judy. We'll end up in a disgusting cave where we'll get eaten by snakes or lizards or giant spiders. Maybe there are vampire bats in there. Oh, come on, said Andrew. We got back from the beginning of the universe, we can get out of a cave, meep. Would not have to worry about vampire bat, squeaked Thud. Vampire bat live in South America. As the bat flew closer to the mountain, Andrew saw a jagged crack near the bottom. That must be an entrance to the cave, thought Andrew. The bat swooshed through the crack into deep darkness. Ch, cothwerp, caw. Andrew couldn't see a thing, but he could hear the chattering, buzzing, and clicking of bats. What a racket, said Judy. I thought bats made sounds we can't hear, meep. Bat use super high sounds for hunting, said Thud. Bat talk to other bat with sound humans can hear. Their bat was slowing down. Meep. Bat gonna land on ceiling, Thud squeaked. Gotta fly slow, slow, slow. Then use foot claws or thumb claws to grab onto ceiling of cave. For a second, the bat seemed to stop flying. Suddenly Andrew felt himself flipping over. Yeow, he hollered. Hang on, Thud. Yaw, screamed Judy. The bat had landed. It was hanging from the ceiling by its feet. Andrew was struggling to keep his grip on the bat's fur as he dangled in the darkness. The bat swung forward, grabbed onto the ceiling with the claws on its wings, and began creeping along. Eek eek, coo, their bat squawked. Meep. This bat is mom bat, said Thud. Look for baby bat by sound, by smell. Mom makes sound, baby answer. Every baby smell different. Babies smell stinky, said Judy. Erg. I can't hang on much longer. I'm gonna try to get under her wing. Oomph. Me too, said Andrew. After Andrew climbed under the wing, he unhooked his mini flashlight from his belt and shoved the back of it against his forehead. He had fitted it with a suction cup. That way, he could see and use both hands. He turned on the flashlight. Wowzers schnauzers, cried Andrew. As far as he could see, every inch of the cave ceiling was crawling with tiny, noisy bat babies. There must be thousands of bats here, said Andrew. Meep. Maybe millions, said Thud. Too many, said Judy. Chirping and squeaking, their bat crept across the crowded ceiling like a fly. Now and then, she'd stop to sniff a pup. Keek! Keek! Ack! Chirped a baby bat nearby. Their bat stopped to sniff it. This time she let go of the ceiling with her thumb claws and hung upside down by her feet. Then she opened her wings. Vikes, cried Judy, clinging to the leathery edge of her. The tiny, hairless pup crept toward its mother. Using its feet and wing claws, it climbed onto her chest. Then it poked its nose into her fur. She wrapped her wings snugly around her pup. Meep. Baby bat drink milk from mom bat, said Thud. Judy sighed. As soon as the pup finishes, she'll fly off again to eat another billion bugs. We've got to get off this bat. Andrew thought for a moment. The baby bat is small, but he's a lot bigger than we are, said Andrew. We can climb onto him. When his mom leaves, we can get off of him and find a way out of this cave. Andrew pulled himself along the edge of the mom bat's wing, then onto the fur of her chest. He reached out and touched the baby. It didn't seem to notice. Andrew squeezed himself between the little bat and its mother. He grabbed onto the baby's wing. Hey, Judy, he yelled. We can do this. Come on. Slowly and carefully, Judy pulled herself toward the baby bat. With a tired groan, she tucked herself into a fold of skin under its other wing. After a couple of minutes, the baby bat crawled off its mother and clawed its way into the pile of baby bats on the ceiling. It folded its wings. Now Andrew and Judy were tucked tightly between its wings and its body. Then it let itself hang by its feet. The mom bat let go of the rocky ceiling, spread her wings, and flew off. Judy groaned. I'm getting such a headache from being upside down. What a stupid way to live, Meep. If bat not hang upside down, bat not fly, said Thud. Bird wing lift bird from ground.